Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Luclin here, and I know, obviously, you see something different. There goes Dan. So, obviously, you see something different. Yes, there is no shader mod. I took it all off all my series, so we're going to keep this just the way Minecraft needs to look so everybody doesn't freak out. Dan, how are you doing today, buddy?
Pretty good. You
Yeah?
want to be? You want to buy me some blocks like
Oh.
sand and oh, I broke it.
Why'd you... See, you don't even know your own strength.
I guess not.
So, these blocks look pretty interesting here. This is an interesting choice of block selection you have. Why did you choose these blocks?
Well, I didn't really choose them. I mean, people ask for Western style, and that's what we're gonna do today. So all these blocks, pretty much, they are all warm colors, except for the stone blocks right here. But stone is stone. So what do you want to do? As for the rest, they're all matched together. So if you want to build something Western, pretty much this is going to be the selection of block you need, and you're going to see the results, which is on the other side.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys asked for it? Western Town. All right, so we created a Western Town here. So as you can see, I want to show you guys something really fast for those of you that haven't seen the series yet. What we're doing is we're just kind of squaring off different areas, and like we said already, that you guys will get this whole entire map when this series is done. So you'll have all these different buildings to go through and look at, and just, it's almost like a Hollywood set. That's what it's starting to remind me of. So let's go on down here and let's check out the Western buildings. So as you can see, there's a certain style to Western buildings. You know, you can, and that's a big thing, is the blocks that you pick and the style that you use. So like, for instance, if you come around here, you can see that we have a church with a graveyard, and we'll go over in detail in a minute here. We have a general store, we have a water tower, we have a telegraph office, we have a bank, we have a small little horse stable right there, we have a train station, we have a saloon slash inn, hotel, motel, whatever you want to call it. And then over here we have the trusty jail. So once again, as you can see the similarities in style, which is like a square box with the top piece on it. And that's usually what, you know, really shows Western style. When you watch Western movies, that's what you see. So Dan, let's go ahead and let's look at all these and let's talk about them and why we chose to do the certain things we did. So let's go ahead and tackle the big boy first, which is the saloon slash inn. So
Yeah, so usually I would say to people like maximize the details you can do and try original shape. But if you're gonna use like any if you want to build any good Western style, you still need to use blocky, big bulky buildings. I mean, you need to respect the style, so that's why we went for this. And most of them had like those little signs, I would say,
yeah,
in front of the buildings, and but not too much details. Flat walls for a change, but because like they match the style. So if you start like going crazy, you're not gonna capture like the feeling of a Western building. So for a change, leave it flat.
well, like for like things like this, like little things like this. For instance, okay, so you're
Hmm.
coming in the Western town, you're riding on your horse, your trusty steed, and he wants to get some water. We just use cauldrons and water, put some fence around it, and you have kind of like a hitching post right there
Yep.
for your horses. Then if you come over here, you've got a wanted board. As you can see here, we got creative with it. Dan decided to go crazy. And so you can see the different people that are wanted here. That's a kind of a bounty board. Then over here we still have some, like a small hitching post for some more, you know, horses. And then over here you got some random cactus and dead weeds and stuff like that. So let's go on inside the saloon so you guys can see the detail inside of the saloon. So come on in the saloon. Gotta shut this, yeah. There we go. So if you come over here, we've got kind of like the main saloon area here. This is kind of like the bar area. As you can see, there's the cauldrons again with water being utilized as kind of like a sink. And then
Yep.
you have the hatches. Now the hatches can work for a few different things besides a hatch. A hatch can be used as almost like a new texture or on the wall, which kind of gives a raised look to the wall in certain areas. And you can also see the texture behind the hatch itself. So, and then they also double up as shelves, and they work really good as shelves. So if you come in here, you can see that, you know, you kind of got shelves here where things would go and stuff like that. And then what we did for the counter over here is we have the note blocks, kind of give it a different texture across here. So you kind of have the, what would you like, sir?
I want some notes.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go. Just for you. There's another one.
Yeah, cool.
Oh.
No, but they really match because like of their warm color in the first place, and they always match like anything you're gonna build with wood, and you want to keep the same kind of texture. Those blocks are magnificent.
And then over here we have the tables kind of just set up, just some stairs with some pressure plates, and those pressure plates and the fences, obviously, from the NPC village. And then you can, because it's actually the perfect table. Then we have a small stage set up right here, so the showgirls can get down. And then over here, the green, I know it's just kind of there, but this is kind of a poker table. You can't really get a round table inside of Minecraft, so the next best thing looks like a roulette table to me. But here's another use for, look at that, see how it breaks up all of that wood wall by putting the hatches there? Looks great. And then over here, as you can see, the different wood types that are breaking up the wall. So let's go on upstairs, Dan. Come on upstairs. So come on upstairs, and this is the in part of it. You can see different flooring. Got a red floor up here. Got some double doors.
Couple of rooms.
Come in here. Actually, it's got a few rooms. It's got one big room. It's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. So it's got 6
different
rooms.
Size for people with different budget.
Yep, right there. Fully furnished. Here. Same with these. You got smaller rooms for people that are on a small budget. Right there. And you just got these different rooms. So they're all furnished. And you look at the ceiling. The ceiling's got a different texture to it. Floor's got a different texture. So that's really like breaking up the big textured walls is a huge thing because it really makes it look different. Like, you know, if you take off, here, watch this. Let me take some of these off of here just so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll put these on when we're done. But if you look at the wall now, the wall's just got that look to it. And when it had the hatches there before, it was broken up and it just looked better. Every little thing, like we talk about in details, every little thing counts. You can put them back, Dan. I know you want to.
It's not because I was waiting with my panels in my hands that I was like waiting for that.
All right, so we're going to come on over here, jail. Now, as you can see, there's
Jail.
2 buildings in town that have the brick to them. And you have the jail and you have the bank. Now, why would you make it like that? Well, think about it that way. Like, it's harder to break somebody out of jail when the jail is created out of stone and not wood.
Yeah, not wood.
So we come in here and you can see there's kind of like a small desk here for the sheriff, and then you have the actual jail cell here. So if you come in...
Yeah, and you don't want the bank also like or the jail to actually like catch fire. Like it would be way too easy to just like get people out or get the money out. So
exactly.
Stone.
Once again, the hitching post with the water, just kind of dressing it up a little bit. And then you also give them this kind of deck out front here with the post holding up the roof. It just looks cool. It looks really cool. It really plays into the Western feel. So now over here, we have a train station. So we're going to come in here. See in here, you've got kind of like the ticket counter there. You got the little benches there while you're waiting for the train.
Waiting for the train.
Train comes, and there you go, right there. So like I said, every little thing, like we went in here and we put the post up, and you put the signs up there, and just add in detail, and it really gives it a nice feel, a nice Western feel. All right, so what do we have here? We have the bank.
Bank.
So let's go ahead and talk about the bank, Dan. So the bank's kind of plain, right?
Yeah, but it look at the formation like for the rooftop, I would say.
Yeah.
Like the front right here, like different sign, different and often it was I don't know why they were doing that like in maybe just because like they would use only most of the time one big street, so all the signs and all the stuff were at the front of the buildings.
Yeah, you played Red Dead Redemption, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know in Red Dead Redemption how you'd get into a shootout and you'd be up on top of the building behind the sign up here?
Yeah, and just hiding there.
Just like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So you could do it, like use it for stuff like that, you know. All right, so let's go into the bank. So the bank also has the little doors. Now if you look in here, the bank kind of has the teller areas, and then if you look in the back, we have the iron bars with chests behind them. So it just kind of gives that feel like, you know, there's something valuable inside of those chests. So yeah, the bank, there's the bank. So then over here we have the telegraph office. Dan, would you like to go for it?
This one I just kept it simple because it's usually was a very small building. So small courtyard on side with some rusted old cart just like a pile of trash to break like the feeling of all the buildings together. A small place with the telegraph, of course, which is a switch on the table. A couple more shelves, and since they were using a lot of writing and just notes and stuff, like it's probably the only building that has some bookshelves in it, like because they wouldn't have like a lot of these in the western buildings,
Yeah.
so don't use too much. Um, I just like the front, honestly, like the front like this. Too bad we cannot like do our own signs, and since it would be too much detail for the block we have. But I think like if you get creative, you can just like make some cool signs, even if they don't say anything. They just like look pretty cool, anyways.
I agree. I agree. I love how you did the turquoise kind of up there, the like cyan or whatever it is within the
Hmm.
signs on it. It just looks good. Just breaking it up. Like look at the general store over here. Same thing with the orange there. You can just kind of use your imagination and you can see it. All right, so here is the chapel, the church, like the church in the western town. You go up here, you can see there's a small hitching post there. You come in here, you've got the pews, you have the red carpet. Oh, and there we go. There's the book. The
The
Holy
holy
Book
book.
of Notch. Holy Book of Notch. Oh, hell Notch. All right. So, so as you can see in here, what it's got, it's got the wood roof. It has the cloth sides. Now, why did you pick the cloth sides once again?
Just because I wanted to. Most of the time, like they were painted, and it would be like the only building that they would actually care to paint like in a different color. So the chapel is like this. Also, guys, you can actually finish this thing. You can put it down. Put a second door right here, which I didn't do because like we ran out of time. Um, but you could also put like a ladder, so you could actually like go whoop, like in
Into the
the place where
belfry. Yep.
the bell
Yep.
tower. It's a very small one, so you could we didn't fit like a rope or something in there. But if you do a bigger one, just remember it's not a big church. It's a chapel, so you want to keep it small.
Yeah. Yep. Churches weren't that big back in the day like they are
No,
today.
that's it. There were a lot of village and not a lot of people like in towns. It was a so they didn't need like that much space. Like
Oh
also
yeah.
there's like the cemetery on the side,
Yep.
simple tombstone, and even a coffin down in the hole.
Looking cool. That's awesome. Let's see what's in it. Oh, bones. No.
But I mean, it's just like the kind of details. Like, too bad we can actually like put a shovel right on
Yeah.
top of the sand. But
That would look cool. So yeah,
yeah,
you just get creative, you guys. Like look what he did for the tombstones. Basically two cobblestone stairs with a cobblestone half block with a regular stone block, just to kind of give that feel of a tombstone, which is really nice.
also, if you don't know where to put your western village, you don't have to put it on sand. If you're very near also a desert, you're gonna get this yellow, greenish, very pale grass, and it would fit for the setting of a western city. Or you can use plain sand like we did,
Yeah.
depending on what you want.
Okay, so then we come over here and we have the
This is the store.
general
General
store.
store.
What is a western town without a general store? All right, so let's go on inside of the general store. Nice. So we have the shelves back here, once again, using the hatches as shelves. You got some chest back here, the main counter, more chest. And as you can see, the dark wood with, there they are again, the hatches. And the hatches really break up textures, which really looks cool. And then you've got the windows, the fenced windows, which are looking good. And the bottom wood plank liner with the wood plank floor. Looks really good.
If you want, also, guys, if you rather have a counter with some different blocks, you could go for let's say, just adding some panels here, but you're gonna have a weird height. So what you do, you just go in the back, and you put maybe some steps, so you're gonna be at the right height for when people actually comes.
There,
Hey,
see?
can I serve you?
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
Yep.
Looks really good. All right, so let's get out of here. And we have the stable. Small stable.
It's a small one.
It's cool. Look in here. You got the grass planted in there. Kind of like, being like hay. Then you have the two cauldrons in there for the horses. So it's really all up to you guys when it comes to your imagination and how you want to make things look.
And details, you know.
I mean, that's it. Look out here. See, so now here's the hatches doubling up as shutters, just like that, looking like shutters. I mean, I think that is just so awesome. Then if you come over here and if we look at the inn a little more, you can see like the windows here have the stairs, kind of like overhangs, right there and right there. It's just little details that you add in to your creations that really bring them to life. So I mean, this is it. You guys asked for the Western town, and we have created you a Western town. So for you guys out there that are watching this series, and first of all, don't know who Dan021 is, I will put a link in the description, and there will also be an annotation on this video, and you can go check out his channel, Durendal of Ages. He's a great friend of mine, one of the best builders I know in Minecraft. And yeah, so please go on over there and check out his stuff. He likes to throw up torches too. Now comes the other part. Now, if you guys want to see us, basically what this series is, obviously we come in and we create things that you guys ask for. So, you know, we go through and we started out with a temple, like Mayan type thing, and then we went on to a city, and now we're going to a Western, basically a Western city, town, whatever. So what we're asking you guys is please submit your ideas in the comments and let us know what you guys want to see, what themes that you want to see, and the most popular ones will get picked and we will build it. And that's all I can really say. So once again, if you guys like this series, please support it by, you know, giving it a thumbs up, a comment, a favorite, letting Dan and I know, you know, that you guys like this series and we're doing a good job with it. So once again,
if you have any doubts, we read all the comments. So
yes, we do.
Take your time, leave one, and so, yeah, we're gonna pick the best one.
Yep, and that's it, guys. That's been Minecraft Next Level, and we will talk to you next time.
Did you tell them about the water tower?
No, I didn't.
You should.
There's the water tower. So you come up here and you can see the water tower here. So it has ladders that go up. And one of the things that you see in water towers in Western movies is that you can stand on top of them up here.
Yeah, the ledge.
You know, and you can kind of like have a standoff with the local law enforcement, or you can just do whatever from up here. But yeah, so there's the tower. The towers are really, really hard to make because you can't get, you know, round shapes in Minecraft. So I think we did a good job and we nailed that one with the towers. Used all the wood fences to give it the supports, and I think we did good with that one.
Again, you could have built it like, if you wanted to add a bit more details, you would have to actually make it super huge, and you don't want to do that, guys. It needs to be the right height, the right fit for your character. So sometimes you have to choose between like building a lot of detail or like something that's going to be perfect, just like this. So I really like this one. I think that's pretty much like the best shape you can get out of something that's not too big or yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. Thanks, Dan, for reminding me about the water tower. So that's it, you guys. And once again, we will talk to you later. This has been Minecraft Next Level. Bye.
Bye.